We've seen the biggest upset in Euro history according to the FIFA rankings. This after Belgium were left stunned in their opener by a brilliant Slovakia. A team ranked third in the world were beaten in their Group E match by Slovakia, who are ranked 48th in the world. If that doesn't shock you, then think about this. Belgium striker Rumelu Lukaku had 2 of his goals disallowed. The second one scored in injury time, with Lukaku getting 1 in as they searched frantically for an equalizer. Belgium were convinced it was a goal, but for the second time, the VAR went against them. Openda was penalized for a handball, which many have called a contentious decision. So, what went wrong with Belgium? Number 1. Rumelu Lukaku's nightmare outing. Despite the 2 goals that were disallowed, Belgian fans know Lukaku had wasted many opportunities in the game. Belgium should have been 1-0 up even before Schranz had scored the only goal of the night in the 7th minute, when Lukaku's attempt was foiled from a point-blank range by the Slovakian goalkeeper Martin Dubravka. In the 6th minute, Lukaku had an opportunity but just wasted it. In the 41st minute, he was one-on-one with the keeper but just wasn't clinical enough to push it past Dubravka. Lukaku had scored 17 goals in 11 games under Tedesco but had a disastrous outing on the night. Doku's mistake. Doku looked very dangerous straight away. He was eager to get the ball and attack right from the start of the match, and he managed to get past 2 players. He teed up a chance for Kevin De Bruyne and Lukaku, which both couldn't take, but then came the mistake that cost Belgium the match. Recently crowned Premier League winner Doku gifted Slovakia the ball inside Belgium's box by playing a poor pass, which was saved by Koen Casteels before Ivan Schranz. He put the ball in the back of the net. Slovakia were 1-0 up in the 7th minute, and then Belgium just couldn't find an equalizer. Now, Doku has enjoyed a good first season at Manchester City. He was expected to play a big role in this Belgian side. He had produced 7 assists in 13 international games before this. But how quickly can he forget the big mistake against Slovakia? That will be key to his performance in the upcoming matches. As the cliche goes, when it rains, it pours. Even the VAR wasn't supporting Belgium on the night. 2 second-half goals by Lukaku were ruled out by the video assistant referee. The first was clearly offside, but the second was a more controversial decision. Rumelu Lukaku had scored in injury time, and even as Belgium celebrated the goal, the referee was sent to the pitch-side monitor to check for a handball. What flashed on screens looked a lot like a snickometer used in cricket, but in this case, the referee was checking if Openda had handled the ball. The new technology introduced by UEFA uses a zigzag line, like a heartbeat, to prove the ball with the chip inside it, whether that has been touched by hand or not. But this decision was seen by many as a harsh one. For one, Openda was not the goal scorer. He'd handled the ball in the build-up to the goal, so the referee had to judge if it was a deliberate act, which can be open to many interpretations. Openda was attempting to stop Vavro and his fingers just brushed the ball as his hand came down. Was the movement deliberate? Some will say yes, while others will believe it was a natural movement of his body and should not have needed a VAR review. Now, let's also give credit where it's due. Slovakia were the underdogs, but they made a mockery of the supposed quality gap between the 2 sides with a solid performance in Frankfurt. Slovakian coach Francesco Calzona, he'd admitted that he would be delighted with a draw, but the Italian got more than what he could have dreamt of as Schranz left Belgium reeling in the 7th minute. As it happens in such matchups, a bit of luck was needed, but Slovakia made sure they kept Belgium away from scoring an equalizer for 90 minutes with fierce defense and determination. A huge win for Slovakia. Meanwhile, the defeat marked Belgium's first loss in 16 matches under Tedesco. This win takes Slovakia to the top of the group standing, along with Romania, after the latter beat Ukraine 3-0 in Munich on Monday. Belgium will face Romania in Cologne on Saturday.